Hi, my name's Paul Clegg, and I guess somebody sent you to this video overview of an opportunity that they found particularly interesting and want to share with you. I don't want to share little bits and pieces. It's rather like giving you a couple of pieces of a jigsaw puzzle and expecting you to see the big picture. You just can't do it. So I'm going to try and keep this video short, but with enough information for you to decide whether you want to lean in further, whether you've got questions, whether there's something that you think makes sense or not. And by the way, or not is a very valid option. But first of all, I have an extensive background in sales and marketing throughout my entire life. I am a father of 2 sons. I have 2 grandchildren. I live in the county of Somerset in Wales. And over the last 12 months, I've been very actively involved in AI and future technologies. And I've seen the way in which AI and crypto are really the 2 headline subjects for anybody that's paying attention. And when I was approached by a friend of mine to take a look at a way in which a company had combined these 2 technologies to generate a significant income stream way above that of inflation, I have to say I was skeptical, but I was curious. I knew that I had funds set aside in a First Direct saver account because this was paying 1.5% per annum. Had I been more financially astute, probably as much as you are, I might have put it into an ISA or a nationwide or a building society. And of course, things like ISAs are tax-free, building societies are paying 3.8%, 4%. And they are suggesting they're keeping up with inflation. But you and I know that the headline inflation figure that the government gives us is way below the rising cost of food, energy, etc., etc. So I knew that whilst I am averse to risk, I knew that keeping my funds where they were really even more risky because they were losing value month after month after month. So I took a closer look at a company called 9M. I'm going to share some of the information that you may find interesting, and all I ask is that you see the complete picture before you make a decision one way or the other. The first thing I need to say in terms of a disclaimer, which you can see on this screen, is that I am not in a position to give you any financial advice. And in fact, the information does not contain any financial advice. The content and material featured in the presentation are for education purposes only. 9M is not regulated by any financial authority, along with any crypto platform. Its authors are not financial advisors and are therefore not qualified to give financial advice either. Always do your own research and seek independent financial advice when required. All investments can go down as well as up, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. And I think with that in mind, let me tell you where this company is different. 9M was founded in New York by former Goldman Sachs executives, Columbia University AI scientists and quant engineers. In 2021, they left Wall Street to build 9M from scratch at WeWork offices in the city. They partnered with Columbia AI Lab and launched the 9M Intelligent Financial System. Its official launch was on May the 21st of this year, and their aim is to provide Wall Street-grade AI financial assistance to trading. Essentially, most of the operation is happening out of Singapore. They have patented an AI robot called NovaMind. And just so that you know what the NovaMind does, it's been developed as built on financial large language models and trained in real-world finance. It powers the first AI-led asset management system where AI doesn't just assist decisions, it makes them. NovaMind autonomously designs and optimizes and validates strategies for the future of wealth creation. Now, I don't know about you, I've always been fascinated by people that can trade on the stock exchange and increasingly on crypto exchanges, looking for where they can buy low, sell high. They're looking at screens all day, and they're trying to micromanage and double guess what's happening. They're double guessing the trends, etc. 9M with their NovaMind robot will do all that for them far faster than a human mind can do. In actual fact, they analyze 150 financial markets in real time. They process 3,000 news reports per second. They make portfolio decisions in 0.8 milliseconds, which is 100,000 times faster than any human trader. It allocates assets and management risks across more than 1,000 crypto assets. They're bringing together AI and crypto trading to minimize losses and maximize profits. So what's involved? There's 3 simple steps. First of all, you choose an amount that you're comfortable with in investing. And you're going to put it aside, a bit like in a building society. Typically you'd put money aside for say 12 months, and you wouldn't be able to touch that capital in that period. In some cases you could take it out, but with a penalty. So you'd set aside a sum of money from as little as $100. In the UK at the moment it's about £75. You decide on how many days you're going to set it aside, and the number of days will determine the returns that you get each day. And they're going to vary between 0.36% and 0.72%. These figures are equivalent to 5%, just over 5% a month, and 21.6% a month. I know what I did. I put money I can afford to freeze or leave, invest. I put that to one side, and it earns me 21.6% a month. So here's a real life example. Let's say you put £1,000, a simple investment, not compounded. In a fixed rate cash ISA, that's going to pay you 3.8%. I think that's with a nationwide right now here at the end of October. 3.8% on £1,000. So in 365 days, you'll get your capital back, the £1,000, and the interest you've earned, which is £38. 9M, on the other hand, will pay you £50.40 after 7 days, and £216 after 30 days. And the yield, the amount that it's paying, can be cashed out, can be taken out on a daily or a weekly or a monthly basis. That's entirely your choice. So you can see after a year, without any compounding, you will have earned £2,628 plus the £1,000 that you've put to one side, which is a total of £3,628. Now you do have some compounding choices, and the minimum you can stake is $100. In this case I've shown you £100. If you compound it, in other words, every time you get to a yield and an interest of £100, you reinvest it, then if you do that each time, in a year's time you would be earning £2,470 a month that is yours to take out. Tax is liable, of course, but that would be the case. Remember, if you don't compound it, you would be earning £216 a month. So here's some common questions. Can I withdraw my money? The principal, the amount that you invest, is set aside for a fixed term. It cannot be touched. But daily earnings can be claimed as you go. And when you claim those earnings, the company, for its expenses, take 5%. Second question, what are the risks? Well, there's marketing risk, there's strategy risk, there's platform risk. No system is risk-free. So you've got to understand that risk is involved. Risk is involved in leaving money where it is. Risk is involved with what the government is doing with various assets that you own. Risk is involved in stocks and shares. And by the way, risk is involved in the job that you're doing right now and the business that you have with the advent of AI. So risk is around. So to look for no risk is, you might as well leave this video now. There is some risk. Do I need to understand and know about crypto? No, you don't. You're not going to be looking at screens. You're not going to be trading. You're not going to have that emotional roller coaster of double guessing when a particular coin is low or when it's high, when to buy, when to sell. The robot, the NovaMind AI assistant, does all of that. Now, so far, you've got enough information as to whether this is something you might want to take a closer look at, whether you want to ask further questions, in which case I'd suggest you get back to the person that invited you to this video. However, if you're somebody that enjoys helping others, I need to tell you there is an additional income stream, and that income stream is available to those that want to share and promote this particular platform. A bit like an affiliate program or an influencer program. As you share this with other people, and certainly the person that's sharing this with you right now will benefit by helping you on board and helping you really feel comfortable in where your money is invested, because they will earn a percentage of your daily yield. In other words, the amount that you earn each day, nothing to do with the capital, the amount that you earn each day, they will share a small percentage of what you earn. The company pays them that as a thank you, and it pays them every single day. That is entirely optional. In my experience, those that are used to building networks and building teams will lean even closer into this, and you should do, because it can be paying quite a bit of percentage off a total team. It's not MLM, it's not network marketing, it's pure affiliate marketing, but at a team level. There's a slide there that shows you more, so I'm not going to go into that, because the majority of people, frankly, want to put a sum of money aside and just see whether it works. I was involved from day one, 21st of May, and it's never failed to pay me increasing amounts every single day, even during the black swan events when Bitcoin has crashed, etc., and the whole crypto world has turned on its head. It still consistently has paid me. So there you have it. An opportunity to get involved in a project that will certainly make your money, guaranteed. How much money depends on what you've staked and for how long, and whether or not you build a team. So what to do next? We have daily online huddles on WhatsApp. There's occasional meetups across Europe. There's Q&A support, and you can belong to a helpful learning first group. The company itself has a very effective academy that is training people about the world of cryptocurrencies and where 9M fits in. So this is something that you might want to take further. You've got enough information to decide, I'm in. There's a free registration. If you go to that particular website, click the word register, enter your username, ideally your email address, a password, and your sponsor's invitation code. And if you've not got that, you must go back to that sponsor and ask for that code. Otherwise, you will not be able to register. I hope you found that of particular interest. And if you have any further questions, as I say, get back to the person that invited you to look at this video. If I've invited you, get back to me. I'll answer openly any questions. And if it's not for you, that's perfectly okay. We all need to make our own decisions, but at least you've got enough information there to make an informed decision as to whether this is something you might want to be part of. All the very best.